Hey there, all things MSP crew. I am here with Eric Torres from PAX 8. Eric is no stranger to this channel, of course. I think everybody knows who Eric is. Probably of all of us Erics here, probably the most well-known for lots of good reasons, especially the glasses. You can't miss the glasses.
Always, always.
So, Eric, let's start with how's it been coming kind of back into the team that you worked with at Datto?
Yeah, it was an easy transition. I mean, working with Rob again. The hardest thing I've ever had to do in my career is leave Rob. And we had a wonderful team back at Datto, and he always said eventually you're going to go off and run your own team, and I basically took his playbook and ran it, and did that for a couple years at ScalePad, and when I left working for Rob, I told him, I mean, he's one of my best friends, and I said, someday, I'll work with you again. Just let me know when that day is, and give me the call. And we still talked almost every day. And then he made the call and he said, "Hey, this is the call." And I knew right then and there. I said, "Okay, when? Just tell me when, and I'm in." And the transition, it was, seamless. I worked with Rob for 7 years before this, so I know what I'm getting into. I know what he's looking for. I know his playbook. Yeah. I know his quirks. I know how to work well with him, and so the transition was seamless. It's awesome. Just learning new features, new technologies, and going out there and evangelizing.
So speaking of that, what is kind of your role here at PAX 8 now?
Leading the community engagement team. I was brought on to lessen some of Rob's load.
Okay.
So it is taking on the team and building it out even more. We just hired Ola Vitukevich. So she's new on the team. She's about 6 weeks in, and being the evangelist. So going out there and going to all of the industry events, meeting with our partners, our friends, our vendor community, and evangelizing and educating what we're doing here at PAX 8 and all the new advancements and things that we've got in the works.
Well, I will tell you that Ola is a great hire. I know you've worked with her before in the past as well, but so have I at SolarWinds MSP.
Yeah.
And absolutely a great hire for that type of role.
She's the best, absolute best. Yeah, we're fortunate to have her on the team.
So what is your vision then for that community role moving forward?
It starts with the evangelizing and just being out there and the presence in the community, and there's no shortage of events. There's only a shortage of resources, and now we're building up our own resources to go out there and immerse ourselves even further in the community, take on more events, looking for new events. We've been doing this for, about 10 years now. I've been doing it, and I'm looking for that next evolution of events to go to. The security-focused events that I'm seeing are a welcome change. But it's taking what we have and going out there and sharing it.
I did actually really like to see that community was one of the 3 pillars of PAX 8 Beyond 2025. And how is your team engaging here at the show in terms of that community pillar?
Sure. It started Sunday, so yesterday. We had our Partner Advisory Council meeting, which is also one of the new things that my team is taking on, which I welcomed. It's something I have previous experience in, but listening to our every partner is valuable, but listening to that core group that we call our advisors, and then meeting with them and finding out, okay, what are the challenges? How can we help? And they help mold our features and what we do. So that's how it started here. A 3-hour meeting with our pack, and then outside of that, my role and Ola's role here is just be amongst the attendees that are here and listen. That's the biggest advice I have for anybody, is just listen to what people are saying and then offer your help.
So there's a lot of people here, and there's been a lot of stuff going on here at PAX 8 Beyond. What are some of the keys that you think are kind of the most influential for the community that have come out of the keynotes so far?
I mean, we can't listen to a keynote or go to an event without talking about AI and Scott's vision. And I'll take a quick step back. Scott is a true visionary when it comes to this space, and he's thinking 4, 5, 6 years down the road of what things really look like. So listening to the way that his mind is working when it comes to this, and it comes down to the rest of us where we've got to be tackling this whole AI thing and being on the front lines of this, or else we're all going to get left behind. So the biggest takeaway I have from his keynote is the managed intelligence provider, MSP 3.0. If MSP 1.0 is your break fix and reactive and fixing and putting out the fires, 2.0 was the remote capabilities and the proactive work and making sure that IT was just something that worked for people. Now the next evolution is SMBs all over the globe are going to want not just their IT to work for them, but work for them, actually do tasks.
Right.
And
work alongside almost.
Yeah. And that's where this whole next evolution of where this space is going that I'm most excited about. We're at the doorsteps of something that none of us have ever even seen before, that it's so exciting.
And I agree. They gave us a little bit of a preview yesterday in the press briefing.
Yep.
And, some of that stuff is still embargoed, so we can't talk about it yet, which is fine. We'll get to talk about it tomorrow, hopefully.
Sure.
But the agentic AI, I think, is going to change business so much because you're now creating those things that are going to do the work, right? They're actually going to take over workflows.
Yep.
But then you're also going to start building teams of those.
Correct.
With agentic AI to accomplish whole processes that are multi-threaded, which is incredibly optimizing for me.
Yeah.
Now, the question I have though, and I don't know if you have thought about this at all, is it does represent both risk and opportunity though to the MSP.
Sure.
And I think that's interesting because we're just kind of coming down off of cybersecurity being the big thing.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Which was really almost all risk.
Yep.
I mean, yes, it was opportunity for the MSP to remediate that risk and lessen that risk for their clients. But agentic AI specifically has the opportunity to both be a little bit of a risk.
Yep.
Because it's new technology and it's got some weird stuff that we don't exactly know what's going to happen yet.
Yep.
But also a huge opportunity for the MSPs to once again transform their business into something that not only just sustains a business, but actually helps it grow.
Yeah. If you look at years back and that journey that MSPs have taken, we heard about this, 15 years ago when everything was going to the cloud, and the risk for MSPs back then is, well, if there's no hardware, what is my team going to do?
Right.
And we saw the exact opposite. The team had to still manage these cloud applications, these SaaS applications, and moving things and transitioning that data. I look at it as the same way. There's the fear of the unknown with what AI can do, but SMBs all over the globe are going to need technologists more than ever.
Right.
So I see the workloads changing and what an MSP has to do for them, but they're not going away by any means, and teams aren't going to shrink. We're going to be able to do more with less, no doubt about it.
Right.
But taking these specialized technologists and just evolving them into being more of that, again, that managing the intelligence all behind it. And that's what I'm really excited about.
Yeah, and that's, I think, a key that's kind of gone through the entire MSP cycle is doing less with more.
Yeah.
It's never been about getting rid of people or getting rid of resources. It's being able to grow further and faster with what you already have.
Yeah. I mean, even 10 short years ago, it's if you look at the day in the life of your average engineer, it's how many times have they reset systems, rebooted systems, and it resolved it. Now, if you could take that same time that person was utilizing and resolving those issues and focusing on the true consulting. And that's what we saw for years now, and being that partner. And this just further elevates that, where they're going to need us now more than ever.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
So anything else from the keynotes that stuck out?
The aside from the AI things, the public storefronts that we'll talk more about tomorrow, but that's something that I've been getting questions about since my time here at PAX 8 is being able to change the way in which SMBs are consuming the technology.
Right.
And going out there, your average user now is perfectly capable of doing their own research and making decisions before they're calling MSPs, and utilizing the storefronts, the marketplace storefronts. We've had this now for a year, where MSPs can build out their own storefront and share the link with their customers. Now we're making it public, where people that aren't necessarily your clients can go in and start shopping and find you as the MSP to provide them with this technology. And that's where we see, top of funnel. How do we provide more leads for our partners? That's the number one thing right there.
And that was something that really struck to me in the briefing as well yesterday, was how much PAX 8's not focusing on a single tool or way of helping an MSP. They're looking at the whole system. Right. And how can we help MSPs with one of their toughest problems, and that is top of funnel?
Yeah, and that's never going away. I mean, that's the number one challenge. There's two top challenges that MSPs have been sharing with us for since I was an MSP, 15 years ago, and that's how do I get more leads? I need help with my sales and marketing, and then I need help finding tech talent. Those are the two major focuses, is sales, marketing, and then tech talent. And we're looking at that sales and marketing aspect of it, and saying, okay, how do we keep that funnel full? Our academy has an entire curriculum on exactly this, as well as the tech side of things, and that's the third thing I'm really excited about. We'll hear more about it tomorrow, but the helping MSPs navigate the whole AI thing. A lot of them are fearful, and they're just wrapping their heads around what the capabilities are, and they don't really know how to start. So that is, to me, it's okay. How do we help, and how do we remain vendor agnostic and do things outside of the box than some of the others are doing?
Absolutely, and I think that's one of the things. I've known Rex for years.
Yep.
So Academy, of course, one of the just really strong pieces of PAX 8 when it comes to that partner success.
Yeah. It's and my role out here, it's educating our partners, where a lot of them aren't even aware of everything that Rex has been up to, and the curriculum that's being built it's ex-MSPs that are helping others, and it's just it's you see light bulbs go off when people realize the amount of resources and things that we're building into what Rex is doing that truly do help.
Yep. Well, that's awesome, and it's always great to talk to you, Eric.
Always, good to talk to you as well. Likewise.
Always great to have another Eric on the show.
Yeah.
So thanks very much. I am thoroughly enjoying PAX 8 Beyond, and I think everybody else is too. Looking forward to the vendor hall tonight.
Oh, yeah.
And again, thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.